All concerned about the innocent civilians that have been collectively punished and murdered, largely children and women. And are you at all concerned about the fact that the International Criminal Court just today issued a subpoena for Bibi Netanyahu?
Well, that's ridiculous, but it's a war.
Why?
It's a war. Because it's a war, and they were attacked, and they're defending themselves. Now, this is a war. Do you think Hamas needs to be destroyed? This is the question.
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
So how can we get out with a ceasefire?
All right. So Hamas needs to be destroyed because they are a terrorist organization who say openly that they want to commit genocide on the Jewish people, on the state of Israel. That's what from the river to the sea means, okay? And they say it very openly. They said, we did this attack. They've attacked Israel 5 times. They've started 5 wars since they were given that land back. They could have chosen to turn that place into any place they wanted to, and they took a lot of money that they took from the international community, and they spent it on bombs and guns and building tunnels. So if they need to be destroyed, how do we do that? It's a war. I don't know how to do that, and you don't know how to do that. I assume the Israeli...
But innocent life, I would pander to the empathy of the people. I'm like, bruh. Since Hamas came in power, there is no democracy. All the people over there, women, they're second-class citizen. Kids, second-class citizen. LGBTQ, I guess we just throw them over the building. You don't care about that. I'm just glad that she can say you're a white supremacist because officially her past uncle, grandpa or something like that were actually white supremacists with slaves.
Who the hell sends pictures of your kids to your ex about a car?
Because he was there for me when your ass was in Arizona.
Well, if you'd stop laying on your back for other guys, maybe I wouldn't have to leave.
I don't.
She told me on my birthday that she wanted me to come home. And I asked her, I said, well, if you want me to come home, you're going to be honest with me. And she tells me that same day that she 6 different guys in a 2-month period.
I'm valuable.
2 months.
Is that true?
Yes, and I was honest with him.
It's true. Okay. Carrie, what's making you emotional?
Pretty much everything.
Bro, it was just a mistake. She literally getting her fucking... literally getting dug out. Raw.
Are you overwhelmed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hurt.
Yeah. You're raising the kids.
Every time he's left for Arizona, it's...
But yet every time I've left for Arizona, 2 days later, you have a different in the house.
No, I don't.
I know exactly who it is.
That's a long time ago.
Oh, get the that.
No, that's been a while.
Go
Okay.
Those messages were from a long time ago.
Yeah.
And this is the psyop from back in the day, old media, how we treated women. All I have to say is this: if a man in your life helps you control your needs, because if he leaves in too much, you're sleeping with 6 other people and you're still in contact with them, I don't know. And this is a psyop, and this happened.
Here I was, sitting in Los Angeles in my beautiful office of my own late-night talk show. Soon I would be driving my hybrid car to my beautiful fucking home to kiss my 2 beautiful and healthy children and my husband who had taken the year off to parent so I could focus on my career. And I have all of this. All of it. Because I was allowed bodily autonomy at 15.
All right, there you go. Put on safe and stay.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, relax. I don't know how to do this.
That's one thing we agree on.
I will not be shamed into being quiet. We will not be shamed into being quiet. Never again. I will never stop talking about my abortion or my periods or my experiences in childbirth, my episiotomies, my yeast infections.
There's a bigger reason.
I found out this is Bussy Phillips, so I was like, she will not be married with that man, 100%. Let's Google. To predict stuff, it's very easy and simple, ladies and gentlemen. Just assume if the person is a kid, what choice would they make if they're angry?
It's over, baby! It's over! First place in the book! And that's the bottom line! Because Stone Cold said so! Somebody give me a hell yeah!
And if you like that, you're an aggressive, bigot, misogynist, patriarchal person.
I'm showing you my strength, okay?
Layla. Stop being a bitch and come on.
La 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 la. Ooh, ooh.
Oh my God, Layla. Layla.
If you meet a woman that wants to do the challenges and she fails and you both can laugh about it, hey man, she's a gem, and I would tell you, marry her, because in the mistake you grow and become stronger. Especially when you're accountable for the things that happen because it was your decision.
I'm not someone that posts or cries or anything on the internet, so this is a new one for me. I guess I need girls to rally with me and lift me up because I feel so defeated right now.
But you need people to help you rally about something you did, but you need to feel good about yourself. Maybe that is the reason you're in that situation.
I've been trying to meet someone, just anybody worth my time for years. And dating apps are so awful. I don't need to explain to you how awful the dating apps are. So I've been trying to meet people in public, and they're still trash when I do randomly meet people in public, but tonight takes the cake. Last week, I was like, I'm part of an app that you can basically get invited to these events, and there was a comedy thing coming up, and I bought a ticket, but maybe I'll meet people here. Maybe I'll meet a guy, or just meet people in general that I can become friends with, and then, who knows what could happen. I show up, it's a limited seating, get there first, it was like an open bar, and in my head, I'm a prompt person, so I got there 20 minutes beforehand, and I happen to be the first person there. They tell me, since it's an intimate thing, try to sit in the front row because it's going to be hard to get people squishing through there, and it's a sold-out show.
It's a trap.
I do not understand why you would put a lone lady in the front, as if you don't even know if she's coming alone or not.
That's fine. I sit in the front row, and it's about showtime, and I'm realizing, nobody else is in the front row. It's just me. Everybody's, filled in the back. Every row's filled with all the couples, of course, and then it's just me. I guess people, some people of course, some people are going to drop out and not show up, but the host of the show comes up to me really quickly and mouths thank you for sitting in the front row, and she proceeds to go up onto the stage and pointed out, had everyone clap for me for being brave enough to sit in the front row, and that was fine, I get it, people are afraid to sit in the front row, and I was kind of excited for it when I thought there was going to be people there. And it was just ironic that the reason I was there was to meet people, and it was I was a piranha. So she informed the crowd that I was safe from being picked on because I was brave enough to sit there, and I'm oh, okay. So the next few comics come up, and they both kind of point out are you waiting on people, or what's going on here? And I'm, have to admit no, I'm trying to meet people. And again, they're nice, they're not being mean to me about it, but it's mortifying. It's mortifying. And then another comic comes up, and again, it's just you're pretty, but and it's just, yeah. So by the end of the show, the lady comes up and says that they normally do a raffle, to win this prize, because it was kind of at a boutique type thing, but instead of the raffle, she's going to give this thing filled with stuff to the brave young woman who came first and sat alone in the front row. And then she had me introduce myself. What's your name? Anya. And everybody's as if brave me. And she tells me to make sure to give my email to so-and-so to get some gift card or something. And this is all in front of everybody. And I just I know nobody's sitting there oh my God, look at this girl. But it's just, it feels like such a slap in the face. And I'm not even mad at the comics. I'm not even mad at the lady.
No, I do blame the lady, because she's trying to treat you very empathetic. It's condescending, because you the same empathy, you're in that freaking position. Finally, you start feeling accountable for something, but a specific lady generally, usually will tell you it's not your fault.
I want everybody to raise their hand. Everybody raise their hand. Now I want y'all to raise it a little higher. Ask yourself this question: why didn't you give 100% the first time?
That's what I'm talking about!
I would probably think the same thing, but just for this point in my life, it just feels Jesus. Like, I don't want to go out again. I'm tired of it. I'm over it. I'm sick of it. When I try, like, shit like this happens in dating app stuff, and then I get into an Uber on the way home because I can't go have a drink like I wanted to because I have this giant fucking bag full of shit to carry around. And I get in this Uber, and it's this 75-year-old woman with her dogs, and she won't stop talking about her dogs and, like, how she got an oil change, and what'd you do tonight? Was the comedy show good? And, like, I'm being nice and polite, but all I can think about is, like, this is gonna be me. Like, and I know that's a worst case scenario. And it's not even like that's a terrible thing to be single all your life, but like, I just can't help but feel like I'm gonna turn into this because I'm never gonna meet someone. And for everybody who's gonna tell me, it'll come along when you least expect it. I've been hearing that for like 7 years, okay? I'm so sick of hearing that.
Because she's trying to treat you very empathetic, it's condescending.
There's such a thing as people that just don't find their person and don't get married. So like I'm a realist, and the realist in me is starting to think like that's gonna be me, and I'm depressed now over it. As pathetic as that sounds, and yeah.
And I also know that in your 20s you're more forgivable, you're more malleable, and life is more forgivable than in your 30s. And I feel bad for a lot of ladies because they're starting to learn this by design, not by choice.
With the way my dating life is going right now, I feel like I'm gonna be single for a long time. Like a long time. I literally just cannot stand. I cannot stand these vanilla ass men. You're boring.
You're a demon.
You don't intrigue me. And at this point, I'm like losing faith in all men. I just feel like they all want one thing. And if that's what you want, I'm the wrong bitch. Go somewhere else. I cannot tell another man what I like to do on my free time. And I don't give my attention to anybody. And when I'm finally like, oh, like he's cute, like let me talk to him. You're boring! You're boring! You suck. And I feel like from past experiences, I have the tendency to pick the shitty one.
Gotcha.
So like, I'm just gonna stay away. I'm done. I'm logging off. No more for Bella right now. And yeah, maybe I do get a little bit jealous when I see couples out in public. I'm like, damn, that looks nice. Haven't had that in a long time. When is it my turn? When is it my turn? At the end of the day, it's not my plan. So we're just chilling.
As if like brave me.
Men go to prison and they can't relate to the family. Men go to war and they can't relate to their family. And you wanna be single and you be surprised you can't relate to men? Okay. Even if looks might help me on the dating market, that's not the issue. The issue is if you have an eye for accountability. Look in the mirror.
Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong. Put the fire na mi blonde kush hash purple skunk criollo colombici jam jam. Durlo que ta berdetta welcome.